how are you? I think that all of you are well by the grace of God. Okay, thanks to all. Now, do you memorize the famous person or great men or women in our country or whole of the world? Do you memorize it? The famous person, name of famous person, like Rabindranath Tagore, the famous writer and poet whole of the world. As the rebel poet of Bangladesh, Kazi Nazrul Islam. Like this person, is it possible for you to collect some name of famous person? Try please. Okay, thanks. Now, my dear students, do you know what's the date of today? Yes, thanks. Now, 7 September 2020. What's the name of the day, please? Today is Monday. Okay, thanks to all. And congratulate to God. Now, have you found it? Have you found any name of famous person or great men or women in our world? Okay, thanks. Begum Rokeya Kamal, Shamsur Rahman, Michael Madhusudan Datta, Helen Keller, Florence Nightingale, Begum Rokeya. Okay, thanks. Now, we are trying to know about the famous person or great men or women in our world. Okay, now please open your book, everyone. Page at 44, Unit 5, Great Women to Remember. My dear students, look at your book, page at 44. Here, some pictures are set here for you. Okay, there are 3 pictures here. Can you memorize the name of this famous or great women or person? Everyone think about these pictures. What's the name of first picture, second picture and third picture? Okay, page 44, everyone, please be attentive and listen my speech very carefully. The last name is Florence Nightingale. Upper side of last pictures, there are 2 pictures, 2 ladies. The right side of you, there are pictures, the name of Helen Keller. And left side, there are pictures, and there is a woman. This is our favorite writer and social worker. The people of whole of the world very nicely remember the name of this woman, Begum Rokeya. Have you heard the name of this person, Begum Rokeya? Okay, thanks. Begum Rokeya is familiar to us and the famous writer and social worker in our country or in our history. The page of history, Begum Rokeya is a great name or famous name. My dear students, we try to know about this famous women or great women, Begum Rokeya. Dear students, the page of 44, below the pictures, there are some sentences here. After we have studied this unit, we will be able to ask and answer questions. Talk about the people, read and understand text, write answers to questions, write short paragraphs and compositions, understand and enjoy stories, poems and other text materials. Okay, thanks to all. After finishing or after we have studied this unit, what will know or what will capture in our memory, or what can we do from this lesson? Ask and answer question. If you listen my speech very carefully and studied this unit very carefully, all of you can ask and answer question, talk about the people, read and understand text, write answer to questions, write short paragraphs and compositions, and understand and enjoy stories, poems and other text materials. Okay, now my dear students, uh, by this time we can start our lesson, unit 5, grade women to remember, lesson on Begum Rokeya. Okay, thanks. Now, page 45, everyone look at your book. I am trying to, here are two questions. Section A, look at the picture and ask and answer these questions. Everyone look at the picture very carefully, please. There are two questions here. Who is the woman? Okay, do you know this picture of this woman? Do you can you remember of this person? Okay, thanks to all. Who is the woman? The name of the woman is Begum Rokeya Sakawat. The next question or question number 2 here. What do you know about her? What do you know about her? We don't know nothing about this person. Okay, now we are trying to know about this famous person or great woman in the world. Now section B, please. Everyone look at your book and follow my speech very carefully. Don't move here and there, please. Look at your book, be attentive. Section B, read about Begum Rokeya. I am reading this passage. Everyone listen very carefully and mess with my speech the sentences of this book. Begum Rokeya, 1880 to 1932, was a famous writer and a social worker. My dear students, Begum Rokeya, next of these two words, there's a season or the year written here 1880s and 1932. Do you know what's the meaning of this writing? Begum Rokeya, next of these two words they are writing here 1880 and to 1932. What's the meaning? Okay, now listen very carefully. 1880 is her birth date and she died at 1932. For this reason here written 1880 to 1932. Is it clear now? Okay, thanks. Listen very carefully. Everyone follow your book. Begum Rokeya 1880 and 1932 was a famous writer and a social worker. She lived in undivided Bengal in the early 20th century. Okay, please follow my speech. Listen very carefully there. Written here 20. Upper side of this number 20, there's written here TH. What's the meaning? The meaning of 20 TH. What's the meaning? The meaning of 20th. After the next word of 19, we can call it 20. But when we see here TH, we can call it 20th. Is it clear? Okay, thanks. Now, century. What is century? When the international cricket team play the cricket, we all see or listen from the news that Tamim Iqbal have got a century. We can listen it very carefully. What is century? 100 years make a century, or 100 numbers make a century. 100 make a century. Is it clear? 100 make a century. When we acquire any kinds of number 100, any events, we can call it century. The cricket player acquire runs 100. We can call that time this is century. Is it clear? She believed that women should have the same rights and opportunities as men have in the society. So she fought for their cause throughout her life. Begum Rokeya was born in a village called Fairaband, Rangpur in 1880. Her father Johiruddin Muhammad Abu Ali Haidar Saber was an educated landlord. Rokeya was married to Khan Bahadur Sakawat Hussain in 1896. Her husband was the deputy magistrate of Bhagalpur, now a district in the Indian state of Bihar. He was very cooperative and always encouraged Rokeya to go on with her activities. Many upper class Muslims of Bengal at that time learned Arabic and Persian as medium of education and communication. But Rokeya had great love for her mother tongue. What is mother tongue, please? Listen very carefully. When we start to use our speech with our family members, we can call Ma, Baba, that is father, mother, brother, sister. This is our mother tongue, the tongue which we listen from our family members like father, mother, and sister, brother, etc. etc. We learn from there. We learn from there. The language is called mother tongue. Many upper class Muslims of Bengal at that time learned Arabic and Persian as medium of education and communication, but Rokeya had great love for her mother tongue. She learned Bangla and English from her eldest brother Ibrahim. Is it clear now, my dear students? Is it clear now, my dear students? Okay, thanks. Now, again I am reading this passage. Everyone, listen very carefully and follow my speech. Look at your book, please. Don't move here and there. Begum Rokeya, 1888. Please, I am saying the another words for you. Anyone fail to listen my speech and don't look at your book and move here and there, you will not learn. English is a compulsory subject, and this is very easy subject. This is very easy. English is very easy. I think that English is very easy. But the students who are not follow this book or listen my speech carefully, it's very hard for this kinds of students. So I request all of you to listen my speech very carefully and follow your books. Begum Rokeya, 1888 to 1932, was a famous writer and a social worker. She lived in undivided Bengal in the early 20th century. She believed that women should have the same rights and opportunities as men have in the society. So she fought for their cause throughout her life. Begum Rokeya was born in a village called Pairaband, Rangpur in 1880. Her father, Johiruddin Muhammad Abu Ali Haidar, Saber was an educated landlord. Rokeya was married to Khan Bahadur Sakawat Hussain in 1896. Her husband was the deputy magistrate of Bhagalpur, now a district in the Indian state of Bihar. He was very cooperative and always encouraged Rokeya to go with her activities. Many upper class Muslims of Bengal at that time learned Arabic and Persian as medium of education and communication, but Rokeya had great love for her mother tongue. She learned Bangla and English from her eldest brother Ibrahim. Okay? Thanks to all now, my dear students. I would like to request all of you that your time is only 10 minutes. Everyone, read the passage very carefully. After finishing the 10 minutes, I will again ask you and ask any students to read the passage. Okay, now every student try to read the passage very carefully. Have you finished your reading? Okay, thanks. Next, everyone, try to read the passage very carefully and try to know about Begum Rokeya. My dear students, do you face any kinds of difficult word in this passage? Do you face any kinds of difficult word from this passage? I am trying to pronunciate some words from this passage for your easy reading. Okay, now Begum Rokeya, 1880s to 1932, was a famous writer and a social worker, social, undivided Bengal. Okay, look at your book. Believed, rights, opportunities. There's a word here, opportunities. We can call it the another word, chance. Opportunities. As men have in the society, found, cause, throughout, Pairaban, Rangpur. Rangpur is the name of a district. Is it clear now? Rangpur is the name of a district. Johiruddin Muhammad Abu Ali Haidar Sabir. This is a famous name. Who is this person? He is the father of Begum Rokeya, or Begum Rokeya's father's name is Johiruddin Muhammad Abu Ali Haidar Sabir. Educated, landlord, Khan Bahadur Sakawat. Who is Sakawat? Sakawat was her husband, the close person of Begum Rokeya. Begum Rokeya loved him very much.